Welcome to Weekend Update. I'm Rav Lieser.
And I'm Jane, and here are tonight's top stories.
This week on campus, 2 Febfrosh puked off of the balcony in Heights.
That's not a joke. They went to the hospital.
A momentous week for Piper this Sunday marked the 300th time somebody pooped in the shower, making PPD question whether Piper even needs toilets at all.
In other dorm damage news, Study has broken the all-time record for dorm damage.
How much is it?
Well, I don't exactly want to say, but let's just say that some of the residents may need to take out a loan to start paying for it.
Speaking of money, with the Jewish holiday of Passover just a few months away, it is important to know how you're going to feed everyone. Here to share some traditional Jewish recipes, my Nana Doris. Nana?
I'm coming, just relax.
Nice to meet you, Doris.
That's Mrs. Rosenblatt Greenberg Goldstein Berkowitz to you.
Can I just call you Nana?
Sure.
So Nana, what recipes are you going to share with us?
Okay, mashed potatoes. They're a great side dish which you can feed a bunch of people. All the people. First, you boil your potatoes, you mash them with 2 sticks of butter, pour in a packet of Lipton onion soup mix, and serve.
Thanks, but I thought we were going to talk about more traditional Jewish recipes.
Oh, okay. Here's my recipe for dip. It was handed down to me from my grandmother. It's an old family secret. First, you take a tub of sour cream, and then you stir in a packet of Lipton onion soup mix. Then you serve.
I think what we were thinking was more along the lines of simmis or gefilte fish.
Don't talk to me like that. You're not my grandchild. Besides, gefilte fish is no big secret.
It isn't?
No! Step 1, add fish to a blender. Step 2, stuff it inside another fish. Step 3, slice.
That sounds disgusting. Your family actually eats that?
Of course not, but nobody wants to insult Nana by telling her it's revolting.
I have one last recipe to share. On Passover, we don't eat anything leavened, so traditional cake recipes are no good. But I have a secret which can fix everything. You follow a normal chocolate cake recipe, but you replace the flour with matzah meal, and you replace the baking soda with
Nanny, if you say Lipton onion soup mix, I'm sending you to a home.
Lipton onion soup mix.
Nana Doris, everyone!
That's Mrs. Rosenblatt Greenberg Goldstein Berkowitz to you.
There's a hot new Jewish dating site on campus called Match Shticks, where Jewish students shtup and shtick together. For those of you interested, my username is at the bottom of the screen.
In other news, after 13 years on the job, college president Bro Adams recently announced his retirement, but the campus Hillel group will not let his term end before bat mitzvahing it.
Before he leaves, Bro has issued a comprehensive list of all the other things he wants to prohibit.
Highlights include physical contact, leaving your dorm after dark, eating at Foss, leaving your dorm before dark, and all beverages.
We'll be right back with the news that nobody cares about, but first, a message from our sponsors.
Do you need supplies for your party? Come on down to Potty Marty's Party Superstore. I'm Potty Marty, and this is my daughter Deborah.
I'm Deborah.
With a convenient location above the Temple Shalom 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 Synagogue, Potty Marty's Party Superstore is here to help you with all your Jewish and non-Jewish party needs.
Yeah.
What about Hanukkah? Not 1, but 8 nights of parties. We have a wonderful selection of party menorahs, party dreidels, party candles.
Yeah.
And we have a wide selection of graduation party supplies. Whether you're graduating college, high school, or Hebrew school, we have what you need.
Sure. Hats, paper plates, wrapping paper, we got it all.
That's right. Come on down for a 2-for-1 special on misprinted yarmulkes. Your nephew will never know the difference.
We're located above Temple Shalom Shalom Shalom. Please buy our stuff.
Welcome back. Next up, please welcome, straight from the Bible, Noah.
Oy.
Now Noah, the word is that you spent the better part of the last month building a giant book. What was that like?
Well, it was a lot of work, which these hands aren't used to. Trust me, they don't tell you in dental school how to handle splinters.
Oh, so you're a dentist?
Oh, of course, but they never remember me for that. Only the Ark.
But it was worth it, saving your family and all those animals and all that.
That's the worst part. I thought I heard God telling me he was going to flood the world. Turns out my phone lines were crossed and it was just the neighbor talking about his toilet overflowing. I don't know if he was overreacting, but after I found out what was really happening, I moved out of my apartment as soon as possible.
What about all those animals? Where did they all end up?
Well, first I want to tell you how disgusting goats are. They will literally eat anything. But on the bright side, I finally found someone who will eat my mother's kreplach. And believe me, her cooking is far from fine dining. One time we came home from school and thought that the neighbor died, but it was just Mom making her rolled cabbage. Her tsimis literally looks like vomit. What was the question again?
Where are the animals?
Yeah. We put the dogs and cats and stuff up for adoption and they all got sent to good homes.
That's great.
Don't interrupt, sweetie. The big animals were sent to zoos, and we let the fish go in the river. Just for fun, we let alligators and large snakes go in the city sewers, and the fowl and cows went to the butcher. I kept the goats, though. My mother comes over to cook far too often.
How about the ark itself? I know a lot of people like to build boats in their spare time. What happened to it?
Let me tell you, it's a good thing they sell gopher wood in bulk. Do you know how much Home Depot charges for a cubit of gopher wood? Anyway, we sold the ark to some friends of ours in Nineveh. They came and picked it up and just sailed away. What they do with it, I couldn't care less.
Thank you very much for coming. Noah, everyone.
I'm a dentist, look me up.
Our next guest is my niece Abigail, who just turned 17. Shalom, Abigail.
I prefer Abby.
Of course. So what are your plans for Purim?
Well, I can only tell you if you promise not to tell my parents.
Okay.
Okay, so my friend Becky is throwing a rager at her house in the Hamptons, but her parents don't know. Everyone's gonna be there though. It's gonna be awesome.
I don't know, Abby. That sounds pretty risky. Are you sure it's a good idea?
Of course, it's gonna be so much fun, and we're trying to just honor the sacred tradition of Purim.
Okay. I guess we'll talk about this more later. Moving on. Did you get anything good for your birthday?
Ugh, no, my parents totally gypped me this year. They thought because they threw me a Sweet 16 party last year and bought me a BMW that they were off the hook. All I got was an iPhone and a $1,000 gift card for Saks, and all my friends think we're poor or something. It's so embarrassing.
Oh, Abby, don't feel bad. You know money can't buy happiness.
No, I don't. Who taught you such a thing?
You know, eventually you'll have to move out of your parents' house and get a job.
No, I won't.
How can you be so sure about that?
This is my life plan. See here, step 43, turn 18, earn an MRS degree. Step 44, marry an elderly, wealthy lawyer, banker, or congressman. Step 45, live a life of luxury with my time split between a beautiful 2-story house in the suburbs and a mansion in the Hamptons. Step 46, die.
Sometimes things don't always work out the way you planned.
Maybe not for you, but Mom always said you were the loser of the family.
She did not. Your mother and I are very close. She worked for a living before settling down to raise some hellspawn.
Ugh, you're so mean. I don't even know why we invite you over for the holidays. We barely get along, and you just come over and eat all our food.
Welcome to Judaism, bitch.
Yeah, whatever.
My niece Abigail, everyone.
Brought to you by Nike. Just Jew it.
Welcome back. Last Monday, the campus was made aware of an incident of bias. The email discussed the defacement of a pride flag in the student center.
However, students were outraged when another incident that day went unreported. The casual racism of serving fried chicken and waffles on Martin Luther King's birthday.
Now for our musical guest and his debut single just in time for Purim, Kiddush Cuddy, aka Rob Leazier, featuring Dr. Dreidel.
Yo, shalom, y'all.
It's your Jews, Dr. Dreidel.
And Kiddush Cuddy in the house. Listen to this ancient history. No need to be cheap, we ain't charging a fee.
The story ain't boring, so stop your snoring.
Yo, what's up? This is Purim.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. It all starts with a king who's not so smart and a man named Haman who had no heart.
The king looks for a girl and Esther he finds, so he marries her and thinks he's one of his kind.
Little does he know she's the niece of Mordecai and a Jew. The one who says to Haman,
I won't bow down to you.
Haman is pissed and starts planning to kill, and Esther must stop him before things go downhill.
Yeah. I love it when you make that Huminta shin. Throw your groggers in the air, if you's a Haman hater.
So she tells the king that she's a Jew and needs a hand, so he lets the Jews fight. Haman's forces they withstand.
The Jews win the battle, and what do you know? Straight to the gallows, Haman goes.
Esther saved herself and all of her friends, so we celebrate Purim, and that's the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it when you make that Chuminta shin. Throw your yarmulkes in the air if you's a Jew player.
Great job.
Thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone. Here to talk about the current conflict in the Middle East is an Israeli and a Palestinian.
Thanks for having us.
It's so great to be here.
So, in your own words, each of you at the same time should explain why you hate each other.
What? She's my best friend.
We don't hate each other, we went to school together.
Yeah, her dad is my family's real estate agent.
I think what my colleague is trying to say here is that there is a lot of animosity between your peoples, and we want to see you guys fight about that on this show. Thanks.
Maybe overall there's conflict, but it's just the fault of the religious extremists and the people who are unwilling to compromise.
Exactly. We both agree that there are people on both sides who are helping to perpetuate the fight.
But they're bombing your cities.
That's Hamas and the other extremist groups. I don't put any of that blame on her.
And they keep building settlements in Palestinian territory. Doesn't that make you want to strangle your friend here?
No. Even she thinks that building more settlements is just an obnoxious move to provoke conflict.
Exactly.
You guys suck. You were brought here to fight with each other. Now start punching.
With pleasure.
Oy vey.
Oh man. For Weekend Update, I'm Rob Lieser.
I'm Jane. Good night.